He's a new coach. Nobody knows him.
I mean, obviously we didn't know too much about him.
People probably didn't really know who he was.
Under the radar a little bit. Such a big man in Klopp has left the club.
It's always so difficult to replace such an icon.
Well, it's no secret that Slot has some big shoes to fill.
Klopp is just this big, huge personality. When you see Arne Slot interviewed, it's just calm. No one's going to be a better Jurgen Klopp than Jurgen Klopp, so be Mr. Slot.
What Arne Slot is doing with this Liverpool team is nothing short of astounding.
When I see Liverpool, it's an unbelievable team. The coach did a great job, a really great job.
Slot is cooking. Slot is cooking.
He's done a wonderful job. He's charismatic, he's warm. So much to admire about him.
Honestly, it's really incredible what we're watching. None of us expected it. I think Liverpool fans expected it.
The players have taken to him, the fans have taken to him. I mean, he's surpassed all expectation.
How's he done what he's done?
Well, he's done it the Slot way.
Describe Arne Slot in 3 words.
Handsome. How would you describe you as a footballer?
I always make the joke that I say I wasn't that fast. Some people called me slow. Normally, if you are slow, you're good in keep on running. But I wasn't good in keeping on running.
Neither.
As a player, it was always my lack of speed that always set the boundaries. I couldn't go higher because I simply wasn't fast enough.
After an unfulfilling playing career, Arne Slot retired at the age of 34. He didn't possess the speed, but he did have a secret weapon.
Speed of thinking was one of my qualities, I would say, as a player as well. I had a good knowledge of the game. I think I knew when I was quite young already that I wanted to become a coach or a manager. My father was a coach at an amateur club. That's why I always thought maybe I can become better as a manager than as a player, and I had my ideas about how I thought football should be played, and I wanted to see if what I thought in my head would be.
Slot stepped into the managerial world in 2016 and wasted little time making an impact, as he helped Canberra to their first ever Cup semi-final. But Slot wasn't chasing comfort. He saw the next chapter ahead and knew that the real journey was just beginning. After 2 years as AZ's assistant, Arne Slot stepped into the spotlight in 2019. And it was here where everyone first found out that Slot was special.
Leading them almost to a title. Their effort to win the title was stopped by COVID. You remember the Dutch league was cancelled rather than starting up again.
He could quite easily have won the league with AZ Alkmaar that year if the league wasn't suspended.
Slot was on the verge of something special at AZ Alkmaar, but fate had other plans.
Got sacked because he was in talks with Feyenoord when he shouldn't have been, and then he joined Feyenoord.
You ended up at Feyenoord. How was your time there?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I couldn't have.
I mean, you did incredibly well.
Yeah, we had a great time there. Could have asked for more. Players were great. Wanted to work every day really hard. We were successful.
His style of play, high press, energetic, possession-based, exciting. The fact that he develops young players really well. His track record around connecting with a fan base, which is crucial, and the aura that he carries with him has been noted.
Fans were so positive. It was a joy to work over there.
Getting them to Europa Conference League final for a club like Feyenoord, with all due respect.
Second year though, just their second league title since 1999. Amazing.
One of the very few titles they've ever won.
And what Slot achieved in winning that league, it deserved more noise, it deserved more of a fanfare. It wasn't discussed enough. What he did there was truly historic.
How hard it is to win it. You have to keep on going. Every 3 days you have to be on top of your game, every minute of the game.
Last weekend he won the Dutch Cup as well.
It's just the feeling around Feyenoord has changed. They're very exciting. There's a good bond with the fan base, a good feeling and energy around the city.
Arne Slot was on the path to becoming an icon in Rotterdam, but over in Liverpool, one announcement sent shockwaves across Europe.
Well, Jurgen, we're here because you have an important message to deliver to our supporters.
I will leave the club at the end of the season.
How the hell in the world do you even begin to think about replacing him?
I'm not sure you can replace him.
They will now have to, and they've got a few months to do it, find a replacement.
Who should it be? Alonso seems to be, well, he's the bookmaker's favourite, seems to be the favourite of a lot of Liverpool fans with his connection to the club. There is, he's odds on.
What is it about the manager that makes him so special?
He's a gentleman. Everything he does right.
Who's riding high in Germany, who's a Liverpool legend, who understands the club, who knows the club.
Currently, I think all roads do lead to Xabi.
But first, to the shock news surrounding the future of Xabi Alonso. He now looks set to
stay in Germany.
OK, we're going to start with this, though. The big breaking news from Liverpool. Arne Slot has been confirmed as their new manager.
Underwhelmed. Is that the resume of somebody to lead a club the size of Liverpool back to the Premier League title?
He's not in the same league as Klopp in terms of personality or presence.
Jamie Carragher sort of felt that they should have gone with a proven winner, somebody like Thomas Tuchel.
Let's start with the obvious one. Who's going to win the league this year? Jamie?
Man City.
And Gary?
Arsenal.
Bold predictions on Liverpool. Arne Slot won't last the season.
This small-town boy is heading for a very big job.
Is it not slightly intimidating coming to Liverpool? I ask this question because you've never been outside Netherlands, with your playing career and your managerial careers.
Slot was leaving home and stepping into the shadow of a legend. The world expected him to fill Klopp's shoes, but maybe that wasn't the point.
You can see the personality of a manager in his team. So we saw that for 7 years with Klopp. Klopp is just this big, huge personality, energetic, and that was the team. When you see Arne Slot interviewed, it's just calm, reserved, doesn't get sort of too carried away.
He's very much stayed true to himself, Arne Slot. He hasn't tried to be anything different. He hasn't tried to follow Jurgen Klopp or be anything like Jurgen Klopp.
He's just a very experienced, very calm, very composed, very methodical, meticulous.
And this is the big test, obviously, today for Arne Slot.
Taken on by Szoboszlai, sifted on for Salah, 3-0!
Arne Slot has won at Old Trafford by 3-0.
Every time Liverpool went forward, they looked like they were going to score.
Beating their rivals was a glimpse of what Slot's Liverpool could become. But sometimes it's not the wins that teach you the most.
Nottingham Forest win at Anfield, I believe, for the first time in 50 years.
And that was perhaps a little early warning to Arne Slot that you've actually got to work really hard tactically to win every game in the Premier League.
So you always want to learn how do individual players and we as a team react on setbacks.
Liverpool beat AC Milan 3-1.
Boys and girls, Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 0.
And with the way that Arne Slot has them, like a well-oiled machine, top of the league, top of their Champions League group.
What a start for Arne Slot.
I think the biggest success that Slot's had is that nobody's talking about Jurgen Klopp now. And if you wind the clock back 6 months to when he left, they would never have imagined that within that period of time that Jurgen Klopp would be, not a footnote, but he's forgotten about it. Nobody talks about him anymore.
It's gone beyond a honeymoon now. I mean, nobody has a honeymoon that lasts from August till December, do they?
It felt like the honeymoon phase might never end for Slot in Liverpool.
Arne Slot, the slot machine is in full flow.
But then the new year arrived, and with it came a harsh dose of reality.
Championship side Plymouth were bottom of the Championship, beat top of Premier League Liverpool in a giant killing for the ages.
Arne Slot, right, I think he's just underestimated. I don't think he's disrespected.
But to lose against Plymouth is of course not acceptable.
The reality is, to Slot, and I think to 100% of Liverpool fans, winning the Champions League and winning the Premier League are more important than the FA Cup.
Where Liverpool were knocked out of the Champions League after losing 4-1 on penalties to Paris Saint-Germain.
We've been talking about how good his coaching is, how good his decision making is, but I don't think he's ever had his man management skills tested yet.
But yeah, he's won the league in Holland and that, but he ain't never won anything above that, innit?
Liverpool take on Newcastle in the EFL Cup final at Wembley Stadium. Newcastle haven't won a major trophy for 70 years, while Arne Slot is looking for his first trophy as Liverpool boss.
Wilson's ball. It's Newcastle United's day.
They were flat, they lacked energy, and Arne Slot, it's been a big week for him and it's all fell apart.
Most of my time that I think about football, people think that I think about the tactic sports, but that's the opposite of what is true. The most time where I think about football is how can I find a way to bring more energy in you or bring more energy in the teams.
But I feel that he appreciates me as a player and the stuff that I do.
You see that he wants to improve the players, and doing that, he's improving the team. So he's trying to take the best out of everyone.
So it's a constant thought of what am I going to say tomorrow.
Everyone's talking about how big of a setback is it under Slot, and I think that just shows how successful they've been this season and what a good job that he's done.
Although we were all very disappointed when we were knocked out by Paris Saint-Germain, but we always felt there was a bigger goal to achieve.
The priority for every team that wants to do something at the start of the season is to win a league.
How on earth do you beat Manchester City? Manchester City are going for an unprecedented 5 in a row. Nothing is impossible for Guardiola, it seems.
You really think about ways to stop them, but as long as he's there, what can you really do?
There aren't many who had them down at the start of the season. I thought it may even be a dramatic drop-off with Jurgen Klopp leaving and the impact that would have on this club.
Now, Man City are having their worst season for 5 seasons. Liverpool have stepped up their game.
Arne Slot's side are unbeaten in their last 26 Premier League games.
You know, this is an unbelievable season, a remarkable season for Liverpool to win a Premier League title.
Liverpool are the champions for their people, with their people, and for the 20th time.
Of course, the first Dutch head coach to win the Premier League title.
I don't think anyone would say, if they're being transparent, that they thought this would be possible.
Well, I think we all thought it was such a difficult act to follow, the job that Jurgen Klopp did here at Anfield, and we were wondering exactly how Arne Slot was going to take it on. I think we looked at it at first and thought it would be an achievement if Liverpool were to finish in the top 4 again, let alone go on to win the Premier League title.
Maybe not everyone was as convinced as everyone is now. That tells you also what a special club this is, and that they make the choice that they think is best for the club.
So there we go.
He could have taken all the accolades for himself, but what he actually did was he paid a lovely compliment back to his predecessor, Jurgen Klopp.
No one's going to be a better Jurgen Klopp than Jurgen Klopp, so be Mr. Slot.
How's he done what he's done?
Well, he's done it the Slot way.